see all those visuals like that before. So it's really interesting to experience that. And it seems to be getting more and more like intense and vivid at the same time. Every time I do one, it's like amped up.
They just turned me on. Like I can feel the energy flowing through the legs and the spine and everything right now. Like they just turned on. So everyone's going to start feeling that. But yeah, again, say hey folks. Thanks for joining. I know most of you are muted. We're just having some fun conversations. Typically when we have done this, and everyone's muted, right? And I kind of come in at the last moment. Hey, we're ready to rock and roll. And I wanted to change that up. These are getting a little more popular, and listen, at some point, there'll be hundreds of people in here, and we won't be able to have this intimate, fun chit chat like friends. So I just wanted to do this while we can, right? Yeah. So again, we're just chatting it up. We're talking to my good buddy Jesse. Jesse's up in Sarasota, and we were just discussing that her experiences, right? And I've been connected to Jesse probably for a year now, right, Jesse? Something like that.
Yeah.
And
Over a year, but close. Yeah.
yeah. So it just amazes me. Boggles my mind the human aspect on how everyone is impacted, sometimes almost instantly when we start. Right, as soon as I'm like, hey, we'll drop in, people are dropping in, and I say that we're passing out, not literally passing out, but they are tapped out as we go through this, and I'm sitting here doing my thing, right, and I don't have any of those feelings. I see the visualizations, and I'm just going through the process, describing what's happening and actually making that process happen. But I don't have the energy. I don't have that. It doesn't impact me at all, none of it. So, hi, Lanny. Oh, you got Thomas and Lanny. Oh, everyone's there. I miss you guys. I'll see you soon in Sarasota, I hope.
Very nice.
Yeah, Lanny's another fantastic friend. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Glad you're here.
Jim, I'm gonna let you handle all the participants. I need to close up that little chat window, this is the chat window. And then let me put my stuff up there. I'm going to include the coupon code as well for everyone. So it really doesn't format very well, does it? Guys, yeah.
I'm going to do that statement that you did last night. That was so great.
Regarding, I'm sorry?
The statement you did, I wish to connect. That you
talked about. That's actually happening tonight. That's on the, hey Dave, how are you? That's actually part of the shift tonight. And for those of you that are, what do they call that? Frequent flyers, right? Tonight's going to be a little bit.
I copied it from last night, so I can paste it in here.
Oh, perfect.
For folks, let me do it here. Some will know what we're talking about and some won't.
I love Sean's name. Hey, Sean. Pretty awesome. Thanks. Yeah. All right. So we've got a little over 30 tonight. We're just going to let them roll in. We're just going to have a little fun, and we're just going to chat, and then we'll end up muting everyone, or Kimberly will, and then we'll drop in. I wish I knew what I was saying. Some days, all times, I wish I knew what I was saying. They're giving me the proverbial slap in the face, so that you know exactly what you're saying. So just so you guys, I know a lot of you know my story. I know what's happening, but the aspects inside of me have an incredible personality, and while they're not chatty Cathy just yet, like they're not in my ear all the time, they do pop up and do visualizations for me in very humorous ways, right? And so I'm just enjoying that connection while we do this. They're here for you. They're here for this. This is what they're here for. So it's like there's time to do their job, and they're showing up for work. So they get excited. It's just like I do. Sa syarikati dati ni siya pukuto maani ni ataria. Let's go to review. Yeah. Like 23 coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, there's our friend Sam.
Hi,
Do we know her?
Yes, she's wonderful. I love you, Sam.
Hi, Evelyn. So just so everyone's aware, there's a coupon code in the chat window. And that coupon code, I think it's like 15% off of anything that I'm doing, right? So feel free to use that in the future if needed, or pass it along to anybody else that may be wanting the experience. I just wanted to share that with everyone. Okay. All right. I almost there, and then we'll get started here in just a few moments. All right, I think everyone's pretty much here. Kim, can you go ahead and mute everyone if everyone's not muted yet? You can unmute yourself though if you'd like. It's
Yes,
okay.
we're all muted. There's about 31. I think you said 32 was coming.
Yeah, and that's fine. So as always, thank you so much for showing up, everyone. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for showing up for you. Right? At the end of the day, we're here to shift our own lives and do some of the heavy lifting of the healing and the heartbreak, the trauma that's buried inside of us that we often don't even realize is there. The transformational group sessions that we do together as a group, they go deep and they touch those aspects of us that we didn't know we even had. It moves those energies around that have been stuck for years or lifetimes. And when we do this, there is physical, for the most of you, there'll be a physical response. It may happen on the call. It will happen over the next 7 days for many of you. You will feel shifting, the energies in your body moving around. People often report the discomforts moving from one area of the body to the other as it begins to leave the body. The thing I want to make sure everyone recognizes and understands is that this is powerful. And I mean that in a very loving way, not in a very controlling, top of the world energy of the word powerful, just more of a loving, energetic way. When you begin having the symptoms of this ascension process you're going through right now tonight, recognize you need to purge. You need the emotions to flow. You need to cry. You need to laugh. You need to shout. Whatever you need to do, allow that to happen for the next 7 days. When you get off this call tonight, you will probably have a difficult time sleeping, or you will be already passed out. Everyone is going to be a little different. You'll get an email, if I got everything set up correctly, about 15 minutes after the session's done, with a link to the protocol that I've created that you should follow if you feel called to it. Always resonate with what works for you, but it'll help you move through those energies and recognize what's happening inside of you. If for some reason the email doesn't go out, on the website, I have now posted that link. So kenlloydofficial.com. Under Work with Ken, you'll see a menu item that says the Transformational Healing Protocol. I'll find a better menu item for it soon enough, but right now I just needed to get it up there. I'm realizing that even when I do my podcasts or when I'm being interviewed and I do those quicker 10 or 15 minute meditations, that they are just as impactful to those folks for 7 days as this one is. So again, welcome. And if we can just look at that link right there. I'm not a doctor. I don't diagnose. I won't talk about any illnesses, any diseases. when we get done with this visualization process I'm going to walk you through at the end, I simply ask one thing, and this is for everyone. If you had an experience, take a moment and just share it in the chat window. You don't need to give great personal details, but often I have found in the past, it's kind of like the classroom where no one wants to talk until the first person raises their hand. So when we get a few people writing their experiences in the chat window, it helps everyone recognize that they're not the only one that just went through a big shift. It's community, it's gathering. When we get done with this, I will open it up for questions. And if there are things that you need me to work on, I request that you just limit it to one thing to give everyone an opportunity for me to look at whatever thing they want me to look at or whatever question they may want me to answer. Okay, cool. So let me just bring you up with the updates, and then we will open this up here, and then we'll get started. First thing is, as we call it the housekeeping. And Kim, I know I'm doing your job for you, but it's okay. Make sure your phones are silenced, guys. Everything. If your pets are typically in your space, take a moment and just move them out of the way. I had a great question come up via a email earlier today. They said, listen, if my wife's in the room, do I have to pay for another session for her? Absolutely not. If you want to fill your living room up with your friends, I'm okay with that. Anybody within earshot of the healing will receive it, okay? However, if you charge your friends to fill your living room up, then there's an energetic distribution issue, okay? But the goal really is to reach as many people as possible, even those that cannot afford the session. So again, don't feel weird about having someone with you, also sharing the experience. As many of you know, if you're on my newsletter, you're probably getting hit with quite a bit of emails from me lately, just keeping you updated on things happening with me. I'm going to try to minimize those and condense those, but I'm still trying to figure out what marketing actually means. But every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, I have an Accelerated Ascension podcast where, I'll give you tools, I'll give you information. My team will channel for you questions that you may have, and walk you through some of the changes that are happening, at least in the conscious awakening community, if you will. So join me on the podcast. There is a free healing that takes place with that. It is not as intense as this is. It's just a little fraction of what's happening. Attunements, activations, healing codes, they're all there, and you'll get it here on this call. You get the full thing. I have mentioned the Living Library to most of you, and I keep bringing this up because it's becoming more important every day as I go through my individual sessions. Again, everything evolves. Everything that I do is now being shifted into the Living Library, and they're showing me new tools, new processes, new things to do to shift the work from an individual to a group. Okay, so I'll be in the Living Library tonight doing some things. There's nothing you need to do with the Living Library, just so you're aware. I just like to share with you what I'm doing, right? Because often, if you've done this 2, 3, 4, 5 times, you're like, man, that the visualization is the same every time. It is. It won't be tonight, but the framework is going to be relatively the same, and it'll stay like that for a while. But nothing is the same. All the light language that comes through is unique every time. All the energies coming through is unique every time. They're telling me now, even before you show up, once you've made the commitment to show up, but even before you show up, they are writing or creating the program, the code that is, they're using the word attuned. It has a different meaning to us, but tuned, if you will, calibrated to you, okay? These are not generic frequencies coming down from a particular place in a particular thing in a particular time. These are all unique, very, very different than what you're going to get in most places. So as I say, you're going to follow the bouncing ball. It's important to know you can't get this wrong. And I tell everybody that. There is nothing you can do wrong from this moment forward the rest of the night. Even if you find yourself passing out right now, okay, or going on a journey, just close your eyes and allow that to happen. The visualization, while it's amazing, for the majority of you, it is literally an intentional distraction. We want to take your mind off of your physical body, off of your emotions, out of the 3D world and all those things that come up with us every day. To look at these visualizations and just move out of the way so everything can happen. Okay? So, there's a couple things that'll happen tonight. There's going to be a blue spear. This is a little bit different now. If you guys remember the blue spear, when it was pulled down, it has now been recalibrated, to use that term again. It has been fortified and amplified in terms of the protection and the job that it's doing to keep you in, I call it safety, right? Anytime you're doing energy work with anything, you should always protect yourself. And this is what that blue spear does. It puts a protection bubble around you. And by the way, I do encourage you, for those of you that have your own spiritual protection bubble and such, do it, use it. There's nothing precludes that at all, okay? There'll be the DNA spin up, which is actually activation codes that are gonna come down. We call it a spin up just because we are spinning the DNA. There'll be the ribbon energy, which will work in the chakras, and then finally, what's called the rapid repair. It's going to be different tonight. It won't be as long or as intense, and there'll be new things added. So, as we know, everything evolves, and this is the involvement of that, or the evolution of that. Okay, all right, everyone just can make sure everyone's muted. And then I want everyone just to take a moment. Take a breath in. Take a breath out, nice and slow. Do it again. Breath in. Breath out. One more time. The breath in and the breath out. If you visualize above my head a blue ball, a blue spear of energy, your body gets electrified. As you look at this ball, I want you to pull this ball, and as you pull it closer and closer to you, it gets larger and larger and larger. I'd like you to place that ball around you or step into that ball of protection, please. It's being coded for you. Please visualize above your head a beautiful golden ball of energy, about a foot. And in your mind, not out loud, but in your mind, I want you to say these words. I wish to connect to the highest of the high, closest to source, that's in 100% alignment with me and my missions. And as you do that, I'd like you to pull the beautiful golden ball down into the top of your head, into your crown. I want you to feel it coming down all the way past the throat. It's going to end up in your heart. Place it inside of your heart. Just allow that energy to expand. For the next few moments, I just want you to feel that energy, nothing more. I'm going to do some work on you in the living library now. I'm removing all the attachments that are interfering with your sessions right now. Combine the group. Okay, I'm just watching all the entities, the energies, the attachments, the interference be ejected from you. Just allow. Beautiful. Please bring all the records. They need to be purged today. Let's focus on ancestors, please. Wow, so many ancestors just showed up. They're all literally crowding in. Again, just stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Break those cords of attachment and allow those ancestors to be healed right now. God, there must be 1,000 angels here. Relax, relax. Nothing you need to do. Just stay in the moment. Stay in your heart. I appreciate you. Thank you. Should I bring in the past lives connections? Show me the view where I can see all. Show me the process, please. And heal. Some of you will feel the energies lifting from the body. Thank you so much. Bringing the karmic energy surrounding everyone. Hold on. They're handling you right now. And finally, we're going to look for any galactic trauma that needs to be dissolved or resolved or impacting the session, please. A lot of dense energy. Hold on. Keep going, guys. Nothing you need to do. I'm just talking to my team. Finally, I like to have all frequency implants, energetic implants, brought in to dissolve, please. I'm just watching if this happens. Sit tight, everyone. This is just the pre-work. Just preparing you. Thank you. I'd like everyone to visualize the DNA strand, please. The double helix. As you visualize this in your mind's eye, you'll notice it turning slowly counterclockwise. And if you look closely, you're going to see a little sacred geometry. The shapes and figures, sizes, just coming out and beginning to attach to the DNA strand in various locations. Just allow that to happen. And as you visualize this, I'd like you to spin the DNA a little faster. Just a little faster counterclockwise, very gentle, a little faster. As this happens, you're going to begin seeing an orange energy, an orange glow surrounding the DNA. As it spins, it begins pulling in this beautiful, beautiful orange energy. The DNA is like a sponge. Watch the energy be absorbed into the ladders, into the sides. Keep spinning, keep spinning. You got this. Your DNA is being activated for the frequency attunement this evening. For those of you who have been here several times, this is a next level for you in terms of activating some of the dormant DNA. Now, as you begin spinning left, you're going to notice a beautiful, beautiful silver energy entering the bubble of space where the DNA is at. It also begins to attach like little bubbles all along the DNA, just like little air bubbles all around the DNA. like a glue, if you will. Keep spinning, keep spinning. Watch, watch, watch. Shoko, shoto, ni amore, ni aya, shiana. Haya no moyo to pu, puyo to, pukuto, tieta. Shariani, keta, shedieto, shotorioto. Watch those bubbles be absorbed now. Murito shuriatarieta and disappear in 3, 2, 1. You're now going to notice a soft pink glow of energy around the DNA. And as you're spinning it, it's pulling in that beautiful pink energy directly into the DNA effortlessly. I ask at this time that you spin it a little faster. Faster. I'm going to assist. Faster. Faster. As fast as you can now. Relax, relax, relax. How perfect was that? Please visualize your heart as a beautiful red rose that's opened and blossomed, bloomed. Please locate in the same space the 1,000-petal lotus with the beautiful yellow center. This is my heart. In the middle of your heart is going to emerge a green ribbon energy with gold on the edges. Please allow this energy to flow freely as it desires and allow it to connect to the center of my heart, to the center of the 1,000-petal white lotus. And for just a few moments, while you still feel that beautiful, beautiful golden energy in your heart, just maintain that view. There's nothing you need to do while I work on your energy channels. Nikitat nikidit kudomar kadian na dikadian nikadat kudat kudan yamani ani tari kadiat kadian 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 kumani ani tari kadian 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 bari kadian bari kadian 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 bari kadian 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 kumani kadian 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 chimini kadian kadian mani ani kadian 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 tiat kudu ni tani amoni kadian 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 cukup umu ni ani taka ni kani tiat go nuku ni ati kadian kadian ku bari ko chuti kadian 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 bari ko ni siata kadian titi beep. That was your root chakra. I'm moving up to your sacral. Sholiania namani nia nani nia nani nia no money nia nani nia no money nia no money nia no nia nani skronia mani nia 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 no money no money no nia money nia nani nia te kali robot ko nia nia no money no nia mani nani nia no money ko no nia nani skdia a nia no money no nia te nia no money nia nani no money ko no nia da robot nia te kali ko no nia a ani no money nia ko money nia shubu shukto nia rat ni Narkisini ni umudushini Pitikushuburian Yataria. Go up to your solar plexus. Shakati Kotos Katat, Katikarikatikarik, Komono Kanina, Karagani, or Gobari, Scuderia ne attaccarà che dici di burcuccetti she di intershatiata. Moving up to your heart. Absolutely beautiful. Moving up to your throat chakra. Kalati ala ni di and the Tarakati and the Boria Darkata and the Tianati Chikni Tikari Kapokuti and Narikini did tomorrow to the Terra Ariani Titi Tarikati to Prokutu Muriani needed to Prokutu to the Parikti she Shalianeta the Atika to the Prokutu do the Tarikati that to Prokutu City need no Oto Aria the Ati to the Prokutu get a shitty. Third eye. Finally. The crown. Moriania tariti te shitia tare tare suru. Moriania tare te shitaria tuturi, taria taria tari, she and Laya Moria taria. Haria shutukupuri to shitia mani naria dia tashakutu. Shuria moriani aria shitia kuturu, kudaria tarikata. Liata shitikutu, kutu shilapa. Liati shitikataritati tatatia shutoria. That was amazing. Just relax. I'm opening up the earthly realms. I'm connecting the crystal grid to your spine. Just relax. Nothing you need to do. Crystal grid is hitting your tailbone. It's growing up just like frost on a window. Up your spine. Go to your lower back. A little higher. Middle of your back. Continues to grow up past the shoulder blades. Nice and cool. Up to the shoulders. Chewing up your spine. And all the way in to the base of your skull. Please visualize tree roots growing from the bottom of your heart. Allow these tree roots to grow down into your torso. A little further, and down each of your legs. Upper legs. Grow them past your knees. Further down, past your ankles. Down into the earth. And as you grow these down, you will see the center of the earth is a beautiful orange glow, beautiful orange ball. Take these tree roots and wrap them counterclockwise 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Please visualize the pink light from the Sirius star system. Bring this pink energy, this pink light down through the crown, and bring it down and anchor it in to the top of your heart. Pull it nice and snug with love, a little brighter, a little thicker. Visualize the white light from the Octana star system. Bring it down through the crown, into the heart. Anchor it, please. little tighter. Love. Visualize the silver plasma in the Ophiuchus star system. As this comes down, it's going to hit the top of your crown, the skull, if you will, the bone structure. Allow this to come down, around the head, around the face. Allow the silver plasma to be absorbed by the bones. And further down, and just like a beautiful, beautiful wet paint. Allow this to spread over your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands. And the bones absorb this. Down your spine, your back, your ribs, your chest, all at once. All the way down. Down further and further. Into your hips, into your sockets, your joints. Further down your legs, into your knees. Bring it further down into the ankles and into the feet. Watch as your bone structure absorbs that beautiful silver plasma. Please visualize the red mist outside of your body from Venus. This is unconditional love for yourself and others. Very, very fine mist like a fog. Very, very cool. Allow this to touch your skin, all of your skin. As this happens, your skin reacts and begins pulling in the red mist. Visualize it coming into the center of the body. Red mist begins to swirl around, touching every cell in your body, activating the frequency of love everywhere, into your heart, into your head, into every deep emotion you have. Just feel into that. Feel the amazing love, the softness. Please visualize the golden plasma in the Pegasus star system. Allow this to come down. And I'd like you to now allow that silver plasma to go all the way down to your toes. And as if you were filling a bucket up, I want you to observe your body as you fill up your body with the golden plasma from the Pegasus star system with the beautiful golden flakes, the beautiful sparkles, just energetically charged. Fill it up your feet, up past your legs, your knees. Continue to allow the Pegasus energy to fill you up, upper legs, into the hips. Your hands are by your side, it begins to fill your fingertips up, coming up the hands, up the waist. The tummy, the forearms, the rib cage, up, 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 filling you up. The chest, the upper arms. Upper shoulders, up through the neck, and filling your cranium up. Everything in your body is now being touched by the Pegasus energy, please. Just removing some stale energy that it found. Please visualize a red stream of energy, about 3 inches wide. It's coming from the ceiling all the way up there, way, way, way up. And as you visualize this, it comes down in through your crown, past your throat, your heart chakra, past your solar plexus, your sacral, past your root chakra, and all the way down past your feet into the ground. You have a beam of light, beautiful red beam of light. As you see this, you'll watch it grow wider and wider and wider until you are totally encompassed inside of this beautiful red energy. As you look at this red energy, you begin seeing little tiny silver sparkles, little tiny bubbles, sparkles and bubbles coming down from the top. These bubbles are orbs. They're healing consciousnesses from the different realms. We all need a little something different than the other. The bubbles that are coming down for you now, the orbs, they are your family. They are your guides. They are the very ones that you call upon. They are here to enter into this beautiful union. From the energetic self of you into the human you. This is the upgrade, this is the healing, this is the very thing that you've been asking for. Today it arrives. Oh, my Shalia, as you see these bubbles moving down, all the way through the body, they all begin to swirl in a very, very gentle pattern counterclockwise, all independent. They are asking you to direct them to the very thing you need them to heal. The heart for the emotions, the body for the illness or the condition, the brain for the cognitive functions, the blood, the dis-ease, the genetics, the chromosomes, the labels, the things, the heartbreak. Watch those bubbles move to that area. They are here to do the very thing that you want. You are everything to them. Your evolution is paramount to the world. They thank you for showing up, allowing this to happen. More and more and more. And as you look at this, you're going to see this red energy, this red light, begin to shift into a beautiful sunset orange. Very, very, very warm. To feel the power, the energy of the sun. The bubbles are now taking the same color. They're pulling in that energy and delivering it to those areas that you're asking for. So many of them. Allow them to work. The orange now shifts into a beautiful, beautiful sky blue. The bubbles come alive with this beautiful blue energy. They become active, active, active. All of them swirling and swirling in the counterclockwise direction like a tornadic pattern. And as you watch this, they spin faster and faster and faster and faster. They collect in the middle, and they slowly rise up and take with them the very thing you no longer want. It is done. I'm opening up the divinity realm. Above you, you will see 7 halos, 7 hula hoops. When you look at those hula hoops, they are indeed angelic halos, beautiful white. Take that bottom halo, bring it all the way down to your feet, and that 7th halo should be above your head. And as you look at you from the observer position, you look at you inside of those 7 halos. They begin to get brighter and brighter and brighter. The angels are showing up. They are coming in. It's becoming so bright you can no longer see your body inside of the halos. Yeshua has now shown up. He has now entered the top, and he is now standing in the exact place you are. His toes with your toes, his fingers with your fingers, his eyes with your eyes, his heart with your heart. He is you, and you are him at this time. Please visualize yourself in a beautiful, soft flow. Both of you begin to spin counterclockwise. So soft and gentle as if the wind was blowing you around, very, very gentle. He now stands directly in front of you. In his hand, some beautiful red butterflies. He releases them in front of you. This is the transformation of pain and suffering into the most beautiful transformational process known. This is your release. You are released. With much gratitude, Yeshua. Please visualize the white diamond plasma. The white diamond plasma comes from a place beyond source. It comes through source, and it comes down to the top of the crown. This white diamond plasma is a beautiful, wet, delicious paint. Allow it to come down into the crown and touch and enter the top of your spine, just under your skull. Allow it to pour down very, very fluidly, all the way down, past the shoulders, shoulder faster, faster, all the way down, middle of the back. And I want you to see it enter your tailbone. Your tailbone begins to get brighter and brighter white. And as you see it glow so bright, you'll begin to see the emergence of two white tree roots. These tree roots, one down each leg, please. Grow them down past the knees, down past the ankles, into Mother Earth. Faster and faster they race towards the center of the earth, that beautiful glow. And as it finds it, please wrap them around 3 times counterclockwise. 1, 2, and 3. Pull them nice and snug with love. In your heart is a beautiful golden ball, the same one we pulled in earlier. In a moment, we're going to breathe in and we're going to breathe out. When we breathe out, you're going to expand that bubble 6 feet all around you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Expand that bubble. You are now inside of your higher self. It surrounds you. Please visualize a beautiful green tunnel of light. On the one end of that tunnel is your heart. Whatever you see, you see. Or visualize the red rose from earlier. Opened, wide, wide open to blossoming. as beautiful, as perfect as a rose could be. At the other end is my heart, the 1,000-petal lotus. We are connected through this green tunnel, the sealed green tunnel of light. And as you watch my heart, I'm going to begin sending you beautiful pink hearts of love. And watch them flood that tunnel. They are just so excited to enter your heart. Open your heart and allow those pink hearts to jump in. And now just watch those hearts. Just relax, keep watching. There are so many colors right now. So many are here. Oh my. They are working on you. They're working on me. Hang tight, folks. We are so close. I'll let you know when we're done. Okay. It's done. It's delivered. As you are able to, please wake up, please come out. I will tell you, as you guys slowly come out of that, I had made the comment in the beginning of the session that I don't normally feel those energies. When you guys rewatch the playback, you will see me almost convulsing during the DNA spin up. I thought I was going to pass out. The team totally took over. This was so intense for me. I'm vibrating right now, which is very, very different. What just happened was intense. I can only imagine, speculate how intense it was for all of you. So as you choose, if you choose, would you please put your experience in the chat window? Again, your discretion. And then let's open this up for questions, right? Let's have some fun. Let's get funky. So let's go for it. Kim, as people are ready, go ahead and rock and roll, and let's do this.
Yes.
Wow.
Amy says,
Go ahead.
Amy says, what if I have trouble focusing during the meditation? I feel a lot of resistance. I cried some and shook some, but otherwise I didn't feel anything.
So that's perfect. Literally perfect. You literally did exactly what you were supposed to do. Release. Release the anxiety you have around being exactly what you need to be at the moment. You are not supposed to show up and follow a skit, a program, a bouncing ball. You're here to show up and allow your team to work on you, which you did. You may have experienced purging during the session. Once you allow yourself, and you will allow yourself, to take this healing, be prepared. There'll be a lot of tears happening for you. It'll probably begin this evening. Do not hold back. Let it go and let it flow. The instructions on how to handle that will be in the Transformational Healing Protocol. The link will be in the email shortly or on my website in the menu. Thank you.
Evelyn says, for the first time, I fell asleep.
That's Evelyn, really? You're always so visual. That's fantastic.
Dustin says, super powerful, thank you.
Thank you, Dustin. Nice to see you again, by the way, buddy.
Owner says, I felt a lot in my throat release. Another one, Mackenzie says, I felt a lot of tingling all over the body, even felt like I was floating in my chair. I cried when Yashua showed up. So beautiful. Thank you so much. Evelyn said, I was told I'm malnourished. I'm not absorbing my nutrients and from food or vitamins.
That is self-imposed. Evelyn. There's some resistance for you being perfect, for you being the perfect you. This is past life. A little bit of past life stuff here. Hold on. Angels? Evelyn, you should feel that release. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Barbara Jean says, I went very deep and was somewhere between awake and asleep.
Yeah.
And then the next one, Carmel says, my legs were sore. My nose felt like a piece of fuzz was moving around on it and my body vibrated. Okay. Jessica says, a lot of lightning flashing down. Enid said, very powerful. I was out of most of it. Thank you.
Fantastic. I'm really surprised at how many of you were tapped out. They will all tap out in the future, Ken. The majority of them will not be able to follow the transmission as such. The frequency is such, it's intense in such a way that the body actually needs to step out while the energies come in. To be able to witness and to see and to feel and to experience the intensity of what just happened while cognizant of it happening would scatter the thought pattern, would scatter and interrupt the frequency and the flow. This is by design and intentional. So all of you who did intentionally pass out, fall asleep, or whatever words you want to use, welcome to the experience.
Right. Laurel said, I was also having a hard time staying awake.
Yeah, that was a really interesting message they just channeled to, right? Because typically we talk about visualizations and how now body experiences, but this time they shut you down. They literally shut you down so they could bring in so much. And I'm telling you, when you go back and you look at or you re-listen, you'll understand and recognize why. Go ahead.
Mary Ellen says the crown chakra activated. Definitely stayed awake and focused. Thank you.
Thanks.
Monty says it was a challenge to follow all the instructions, but at one point I thought we were told that Joshua was standing in front of us with butterflies coming out of his palms, and I saw that.
Yeah. So real quick here on that comment, you're not supposed to follow everything. Like I had mentioned in the beginning, there is no wrong way to do this. It is your experience. Okay.
So
if you go ahead, Kim.
I'm sorry. Did you want to finish, Ken?
No, you're fine.
David says, thanks, Ken. That was intense. My experience. Saw a friend who passed away holding a child, as if saying the girl was waiting to meet you someday. You are coming back into your path a lot more, but that was the highlight. I haven't felt this since I used to be disciplined with Merkaba activation meditation years ago. And then it's got my mom.
Your mom was there? Awesome. Sorry, I know David. Cool. Keep going.
Says relaxed and saw many visuals, feels as the tension left her body. My heart feels different and my mind relaxed and completely stress-free. Haven't felt like this in years. Okay, very nice. Destin said, had a hummingbird.
Yeah, Dustin, reach out to me sometime, buddy. Let's have a chat. Go ahead.
Alejandra, I think I said that right. Powerful meditation, feeling peaceful, especially at the end, feeling lighter. Thank you, Ken and guides, breathing easier. Okay. And the owner says my name is, I think it might
Kim.
be
It's Kim. Kim? Anyways.
I can't say if that's an I or an L. My ears are starting to buzz now. Thank you. Thank you. And S. Rose says, my first time I fell asleep. However, this time I couldn't relax. Okay. And Sean says, what is the name of the star system after the Sirius star system? I was swirling.
They're telling me Orion, but I don't normally, I don't normally do the star system stuff, right? But and one of the things I do intentionally, they intentionally avoid is trying to place these energies in a specific realm or domain to intentionally release. Okay, release the programming that we all have, that a very certain star system here or there has a certain type of energy that will come in and do a certain thing, right? And while all that's true, there's so much more. And by not labeling exactly where it's coming from, what planet and so on and so forth, as an example, or what species or all of that, it opens us up to all probabilities and possibilities. Okay, I hope that helps.
Great. And that's all we have right now.
Okay. If anybody wants to ask me questions, you can raise your hand. Otherwise, we'll call it a night. But I'm here if you guys have things you want to talk about.
Everybody's tapped out.
I'm telling you, everyone's ready for bed. Yeah, see, it says when I want to crawl into bed right now, my right ear is still pulsing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Hold
says,
on.
and I asked you to look at my lungs. I've been coughing for 3 weeks.
Yeah, there's a lot of heartbreak trauma in there. You have some history, this life history that's bubbling up. I can't go on it. I'm not sure if remorse is the correct word or not. Let me deal with your lungs, please. Pull that out. Left side. Take care of an ancestor. Lungs down. Rebuild. Yeah. Go ahead and take a deep breath for me. And if you don't mind, go ahead and if we can chat if you want, but just go ahead and pop it in there if you're able to breathe any better. Is that you? Yeah. Monty, I can't tell if the big cough is good or bad, so I apologize. Okay. Go ahead and continue down. And Monty, if you need me to talk to you, just raise your hand and we'll pull you in.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate your help, and I'll just have to see how it is from going forward.
So I'm sorry, is this Monty talking?
Yes, thanks.
Okay, Monty, if you take a deep breath, does it feel any different for you right now?
I'm sorry.
I don't know what that was. What'd you say? Monty, repeat.
It feels a little better.
Okay, sit tight. I'm going to give you some more. Yeah, wow. This just keep piling in. Hold on a second here. Go ahead and sorry, I want to help her out. So give me a second, guys. Okay. Show me the interference. Hold on a second here. You got a little magic. Break that down. How you doing now with your breathing?
Yeah, I can feel the release of a lot of sadness.
Okay.
Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you. Thank you for showing up.
Jessica says, I have been having dry coughing since November 2023 on and off.
Can you bring her up? Where's she at?
I did ask to unmute, so she's got a.
I can. Yeah.
Hi.
What's the question? Hi.
Oh, what's your question? What's
No.
going on?
Can you look into why I'm having this dry cough forever since November?
There's a issue with satisfaction in life. So almost like a purpose. Like a missing purpose, missing purpose. Fulfilled.
Okay.
Hold on, no, I'm not done. Hold on. Just pull that energy out of her, please. I'm not sure what kind of heart trauma you have, my friend, but sit tight. I'm working on you, my friend. Just bear with me, okay? All right. I'm not sure if you want to take a breath or whatever the case is. Let me know if there's a shift or not.
Yeah, taking big breath.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, we can go to the next one, Kim. I appreciate you.
Okay. Yes, thank you. S. Rose says, will you look at my lower spine?
No. Will you get her online so I can talk to her a little bit more about that?
Yes.
I mean, I can look at it, but let's have a conversation real quick.
I did ask to unmute, so she has to unmute herself.
Okay.
Yeah, unmute. I did it. Oh no.
Okay. I don't see. Why am I not seeing her?
She doesn't
Go
have
ahead.
there's no picture up.
Oh, okay. It's. I don't need the picture, but what I'm having an issue with right now is I don't see the name either. Hold on. What's the name?
Does that say off?
S. Rose.
S. Rose. Okay. And Kim, and I my chat windows messed
I
up. Can you
can't see
repeat the
it.
question again?
Will you
The
look
lower spine?
Turn it on.
at the lower spine?
What's going on with the lower spine, please?
Oh, can I talk?
Yes, please do.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I'm sorry.
There you are.
I have bulging disc, and they really don't know what's going on. They said that I was
Does it
my
hurt you right now?
muscles and tendons, huh?
Yep. Do you have discomfort right now?
Yeah,
Okay, sit
not
tight.
as bad as it's been, but yeah.
Yeah, sit tight. You gotta go, you gotta leave. Not you, the thing I'm talking to. You're a hitchhiker. Okay, I'll explain that in a moment. All the way out, please. Pull them out. Second one. And finally the third one. Rebuild. Muscles, please. Rebuild. Pull out the thing I can't see. How's it feel now?
I don't know.
Huh?
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's not. I'm not moving too much, so it's not hurting that much at all. So
Was it hurting before you asked me the question?
it's not hurting as bad as it normally does because I'm on medicine, but gets
So
to where I can't.
let me repeat the question. Is it hurting as much as it was before you asked the question?
No.
Thank you. So it's still healing. There's still some stuff in there. Okay, keep going. Could you just open that all up, please? Find out what's going on here. You'll probably need a private session, okay? And there's some, you can just get one of the short sessions if you so choose. I'm not trying to tell you to do that, but
I've been trying. Yeah, that's what I've been wanting to do. I just didn't know
Yeah.
exactly which ones.
just do the short 25-minute one. Listen, people,
Okay.
even though I've got the 55-minute sessions on the website and the 25-minute one, do the 25-minute one. Because
Okay.
I'm finding right now, we're spending the other half hour talking. Just talking about whatever it is you want to talk about. And if you're there just to get the work done, you only need me for 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right,
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Erin says, my head hurt during the beginning. Is that normal? She got more questions.
Is this my friend Erin from Michigan?
Let me undo her here. Ask to unmute.
Yes.
There she is. Hey, my friend. It's been a while. So what's going on, my friend?
Well, I don't know. My head hurt at the beginning of the thing, which I didn't expect. That kind of came out of nowhere. But my hand still hurts. That was one of the things I was hoping to have healed. My right hand. And I'm cooking in the kitchen all the time, and it's really hard.
Yeah, that's right. I remember. Hold on a second here. And you could to grab that. Isolate it. Let me know if it starts moving around on you, okay? Pull her in there. Remove that. A little deeper, please. Burn that connection. Any change for you? Is it still hurting?
No.
Okay. You had an interesting attachment on you.
The thumb was like twitching a little bit during that.
All right, there you go. And the head was nothing more than your frequency elevating. I know you do a lot of work. This is just you doing the work.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Cool. Thank you.
Mackenzie said, can you tell me why I'm having circulation issues when I sleep with my hands? And I'll ask her to unmute.
Yeah, have her unmute. Thanks. And by the way, I can do this over chat. I can do it over text message, but let's just have a conversation.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi guys.
Hi.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's really weird because it's not all the time, but it's been quite consistent and it's always in my hands. And sometimes I'll even wake up and it's almost like, I can barely feel it. And then it takes me a long time to get the circulation back in it. And sometimes it's on both hands, sometimes it's just on one hand, but it's
Yeah, I see it. Is it happening right now?
no, only when I go to sleep.
Show me that. Okay, I do see this. She doesn't need this anymore, please. Break the connection. Records. I'm removing that. You're good to go. Let us know how that shows up next time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm sorry I'm not giving everyone some of the details of what I'm seeing because ultimately, some of the stuff I see is private, right? Some of those deeper details of things that are out there, and yeah, we just do the work. Go ahead.
I'm going to ask to unmute Alejandra. She's asking the question, or can you assist with clearing gut?
So what's going on with Alejandra?
Oh, I'm just wondering if you could help clear any guilt.
Guilt. Yeah.
Uh,
Aren't you already doing that? They're asking me that question. I mean, aren't you already doing that work?
I feel like I am, but I just thought since I have this opportunity to be with you,
I'll do it, no problem. But they want you to be aware that you are actually doing it already, and they want you to own that power, and that the understanding that you have the ability. Okay. So give me a second here. Can you go ahead and mute again, please? Thank you. Yeah, somebody's audio's okay. Thank you. A lot of childhood stuff. Release that. And pull it out of the heart. And some other chakras. I see you praying. Help me, whatever this case is. Yeshua's coming down. He's telling you to stand. He says you don't need to kneel before me. You're equal. He's reaching in. Oh, I see it. Thank you. I won't explain that. I see it. I'm sorry, I can't tell you what I saw. It's too personal. Okay, thank you. You may find yourself a little more emotional as that happens. Okay, thank you. That was a big deal.
Okay. Amy, I did ask to unmute. She's
Okay.
talking about her lower back.
Okay, where'd she go? Where'd she go?
Right here.
Oh, there she is. Hi.
I'm here. Hi. I know we had a session earlier in the week about my lower back, but I
Okay.
strained it today. I was lifting a lot of things.
That's funny. I actually don't remember our session at all.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
It's silly, right? So was that the lower right side?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, this is just representing stress. Hold on. I don't mean the physical way. Remove that, please. Come on, you don't need to be there. You can go easy, or I can pull you out. Hold on. Pull out the source. There's interference. Ancestors. How's it feel now? I think it's still sore.
I'd say about the same. Yeah.
Yep, I still see that. Okay, so your egoic mind is interfering. All right, and there's not enough time in this call. Did we do that? Did we do that with you?
Yes. You
Okay,
gave me a visualization for that. So
please do that,
you.
and then if you need me, you know how to reach me.
We'll do a session.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks.
The next one I'm going to ask to unmute is Evelyn. She's talking about pain in the inside of her knees.
Hey, Evelyn. Nope, you did. I can't hear you. Yeah.
She's got to
Yeah, she will. There we go.
Unmute. So she's got to click on.
Yeah, I see Evelyn.
Yeah, the inside of my knees and my legs have been really hurting a lot, and I've been having trouble walking. And I don't know if it's still from the sacral area. From when I had the fractures.
Yeah, and they're saying not related. You know, you're doing a lot of work, and you're just pulling in a lot of history. You're doing a lot of pre-human work, pre-human existence work for yourself. Okay, so this is why you've got so many things. It's kind of moving around. All right. So while it's discomforting, there's just some comfort in knowing the success that you're having. So let me just take care of this for you. Okay. I'm just going to the library. Burn that. Muna tarik interference. Kanina tishkiti kuprikati shirika tarikati. Need to put to shitty upon kututi tarikati tishiti to shurika tarikatia. Should I saw some interference? Show me the interference. Because she did a good shitty taria. What do we have with that? Almost done, Evelyn. Okay. I'm working on your right side now. You good? Left side. Rebuild. How do you feel?
Feeling up here, great, but yeah.
Is there any change?
It's some, yes. It doesn't hurt as bad when I touch it.
Right in this very
Before,
second.
when I touched it, it was.
Hold on. And I don't mean to cut you short. I'm just in the interest of everyone. So give me a sec.
Right. Right.
How's the right one feel now? Oh, I still see it there. Hold on. Okay, now how does the right one feel?
A little bit lower than the knee was. Then it's about.
Is it moving?
Much.
Is it moving?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll need to talk offline if it's moving around. Okay. There's other stuff that's happened when the ego minus some other stuff usually moves that around, other attachments, and there were quite a few things that I had to deal with. So let me know when you're ready for us to chat again. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Evelyn.
And I'm doing an ask to unmute for Laurel.
Okay.
She's talking about being stuck.
Okay.
Hi, Ken.
Hi. Oh, hey.
Yeah, I just I don't know if this is anything we could do in this session right now, but just feeling tremendous lack of energy and motivation in general with life, and very stuck.
Yeah.
Stuck in where my direction is and what I'm passionate about anymore. Things I used to love to do, I don't, and I'm not finding new things. And work has been a struggle. I want to wake up in the morning excited to get out of bed, and I don't. And
has your personality shifted?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hold on. I see that. I'm gonna ask her to leave. Shaleni ni no moku tutia. Tatia being asked to leave. Shirakato kupu. Muni kita your visit's over. No harm was with this, by the way. Just give me a sec. It's not an open house. You need to leave. Take your baggage. She's almost gone. Come on. She's slow. You had another aspect of you, not a walk-in aspect, another aspect of you that had stepped in and was overlaying on you. She was interfering with all your interests, all your passions, all your desires, your basic functioning. She wasn't her intention, but that's what happened. There's still some residual. Pull out the residual. You should feel much, much better, okay, as that shift happens. And then if this still continues, you need to reach out to me if you feel, if you resonate with that, okay?
Thank you so much.
And she was nice, don't get me wrong. There was no mischiefness there.
I don't think I totally understand what you're saying. There was a different.
Imagine another consciousness overlaying yours. And when they enter the same body, and it causes confusion, and they don't know, your body doesn't know who's in charge, all right? And it messes with our personality and our psyche and our desires and wants and needs, our energy, all that is everything's touched, all right? So it's probably a bigger conversation, okay?
Thank you so much, Ken. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So I'm asking to unmute Mary Ellen. She's asking about some episodes of Vertigo.
Okay. Hey, Mary.
Hi, Ken.
How are you? What's going on?
I have this, I call them episodes once in a while for the past few years.
Okay.
They come out of nowhere. Otherwise, I get no warning.
What is the episode?
It's almost, I have to go outside, lay down
Hold
on
on,
the,
but what's happening?
oh, vertigo,
Okay.
throw ups.
I actually see a portal. Just inside. I'm sorry.
I have portals on my property, I believe.
Yeah, no, this portal's inside, just inside the head, and it leaks energy. And when it leaks energy, it bursts energy, and that's when you have the randomness situation. Okay. This was not intentional. Okay, let's go ahead and close that for her, please. Grab the source. Pull it out. There's a lot of relief for you. Like you were literally doing this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At least at the energy body. Okay. Let me know if there's something else we need. Unfortunately, you won't be able to tell us on the call, but okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I have asked to unmute for David T. And he said it's about his mom. He says, my mom. Can you take a look at her lungs? Is
she willing for me to look at her lungs? And I mean that in a very, very sincere, loving way. I know she is, but is she? Anyways, let me add it. They are so stubborn. They're not letting me. They're not letting me touch it. And when I say they, her egoic mind, the aspect of her that desires for the discomfort at that very, very deep level. When she's willing to allow, she's got to get the egoic mind under control and recognize that most of the discomfort, most of the things that are happening to her are her. Thank you. Sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alejandro says, I had a lot of eye pain at the beginning of the session. It's all gone afterwards. So that's wonderful. Aaron has a question, so I'm going to ask to unmute Aaron.
Okay.
Talking about her right hand.
Okay.
I already asked about my right hand, but I do have an issue with my right hip.
Oh, did that just happen, or is that just something you forgot to ask?
I had forgotten to ask.
Okay,
I was just so focused on my hand.
Yeah, it's okay, because I only really want people to do one thing at a time here. No, you're okay. We're all right. I mean, but when the groups get larger, we're just going to do one thing. So, yeah, do you say your right hip?
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah, that was smashed in a past life, and it cracked in half, literally. Let that go. That version of you's holding a baby for some reason. Angels, and the baby. They were calling out to you for help. Your right hip's actually fine. How's it feel?
I mean, it feels fine at the moment.
Okay.
It gives me problems here and there, but I'll have to find out.
Yeah, that's all that was. So, I mean, I said that's all that was, right? But anyways, so.
Wow. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, totally. Thanks.
Barbara Jane, I'm going to ask to unmute her, and she's talking about her left foot. I don't know if we've already talked to her also.
Yeah. Go ahead. Barbara?
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yes, I had bunion surgery, and that the toe is just not moving no matter what I do. Physical therapy, acupuncture, and it's also
still hurts a lot. So
Hurting right
I don't know
now?
if there's something else. Yes.
I see you. More. Do we have permission? She has awareness. She has permission. Bring it down. Pull it out. That's really tough. Hold on. No. Yeah, this isn't gonna happen on this call. All right.
Okay.
If it still continues, you'll need to reach out to me. There's a lot of work that needs to be done with that.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Jesse has a couple of questions here, so I'm going to ask to unmute for Jesse.
Hi guys.
Hi.
So my right knee has been super angry this week, the one that had the surgery, and also I lifted a bunch of boxes earlier and it feels like I strained my back. So I don't know what that is, but it's interesting it happened right before the call.
Yeah. Have you the ego exercise?
No.
Okay. We'll need to do that in person, but your egoic mind is actually working for you or working against you at the moment. All right.
Okay.
So when we talk next, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
So Amy says it's fascinating to listen to your work. Thanks to you and everyone for sharing these processes. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go down. Owner says, owner says, I've been having shoulder pain for weeks right now. Right now it's a dull ache. Can you help with that, please? I do feel I will need a private session though.
The name again? I'm sorry.
Oh, it just says owner, so I didn't.
Oh, right. We had her earlier, and
I'm another Kim.
Kim. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. And can you go ahead and repeat the question? I'm sorry, I was multitasking.
I've had this shoulder pain for weeks now. Right now, it's an a dull ache.
Is that behind the right shoulder blade?
That's left.
Left shoulder blade. Okay.
Yep.
It
feels locked.
Yeah. I'm working on you. Hold on. Pull that up. One more time. It's got a lot of trapped energy in there. More. How's it feel now?
Feel about the same.
Okay, is it under the shoulder blade?
It's in the front actually. The pain is mostly in the front.
Okay, because I was actually working behind the shoulder blade. And they're laughing at me a little. Hold on a second here. Open that. No, expand that. 3D expand it. Show me what's happening here. Records. Past lives. Angels. Tell me to slow down. You good? How's it feel now?
Still about the same.
How has it been going on?
It's been going on probably about 3 weeks now. It feels like it's locked, like it almost feels locked or out of joint. And I have very little range of motion.
Okay. You're going to probably need to see me separately because there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but at the same time, they're kind of obscuring or obfuscating the information I normally get, which is very, very unusual. All right.
Yeah, no,
Normally,
I mean,
yeah.
I
go ahead.
sense I need a private session.
Yeah. There's something, and for me not to see what that is really unusual. So we'll talk when you're ready. Okay.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Marion says, felt like I had surgery splitting open my chest and throat with white light pouring out. Thank you. So that must have been during the session. Brandon said, I've been working on it a long time, but I still have a lot of anger, so I'm doing ask to mute. Hopefully they got that.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Well, I've had a lot of suppressed anger, a lot of deep-seated anger.
Okay.
I've been working on it a long time.
And I can understand why, so keep talking.
Oh gee, it's like, where do I start?
You don't have to start. I don't need an explanation. Okay. Yeah. I can see what's happening. So just hang tight. Those emotions that you're hanging on to are recreating every time you release. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the cutting the cord thing is not working for you. If you were to use that as an example, just for other people. Bring that person up. How long has that been going on? Like years and years and years?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We will need to talk separately. Okay, because you've got an active, I call it interference. There's another energy out there that is just not letting you go. Okay, we can deal with it. I can't deal with it on the call.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate you and thank you. And again, only if you feel resonate and want to do it. I'm not pushing it to me. You can go to any practitioner if needed. Okay, your call. Thank you. So we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon. So go ahead.
Yeah, we've got 4 left. S Rose has something, but I cannot find them. I think they already left. And then let me see here. It looks like Laura.
That was the one we were just talking about, I thought. Okay, keep going.
And then TA says, hi, this is Sarah. I've had significant jaw dysfunction. So I'm undoing you, asked to unmute, and if you can go through that and talk to Ken about it.
Hi.
What's going on?
Yeah, I probably need a private session with you too, but I've had just significant jaw pain and dysfunction since I've had several botched surgeries several years ago. I just have not healed. I've tried so many modalities. I feel like there's something interfering with the healing.
It is. You were literally beat up, and I mean in a very, very malicious, intentional, trapped sense. Okay, and this is why you're having all of that happening. Okay. So yeah, let's have a better, deeper conversation when you're ready.
Yeah,
okay?
That sounds good. Thank you.
All right, no worries. Thanks.
And then Monty says, my friend Sandy. Yeah, is so something's happening with the chat box. It's not working. So I did ask to unmute. So hopefully they come up and can ask the question.
There's Sandy right there. I think that's Sandy. Is that the Sandy we need to talk to? Okay.
Yes.
Hi.
I had a question. When I sleep, my legs cramp and my feet go numb. And I was wondering if this is a blockage of something or an emotional trauma.
They're telling me it's definitely a circulation issue. Just to be aware, there's something medically going on there. Okay, but that aside, and this is the right leg. Did you say the right leg?
It's both legs.
Both legs.
Yeah.
They're telling me no. I'm only not in this session to work on that. Okay, so I apologize. I'm happy to work on you, but they're telling me no. They said to give you 7 days. And then
Okay.
if you still feel that you need assistance, and if you again resonate with it, you can reach out. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Oh no, thank you, and I appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm not able to literally work on everybody and everything they want all the time. There's just some things that need to be done privately or in the right time. Thank you.
Okay.
And this will be the last one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I put your information out there for folks. I hope I may have missed a few people here and there. Sometimes I don't see the ones come through, so I apologize if I did that. But there's the information there.
Okay. So Dustin, I see you're still here. Did you have any questions, my friend? All right, buddy. No, he's fine. He knows how to get a hold of me. All right.
Okay.
I appreciate everyone, and again, sign up for the podcast if you want a little bit more of this, and you want to hear some more exciting tools and things like that. I appreciate all of you, and I hope to see all of you again. And if you like what you had, spread the word. That's how it grows. Bye-bye.